Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we continued hanging out with our bond mates, including Katharina, who is now going to be aiding us in certain dungeons with her powerful fists, I assume. I don't think she knows how to do much else, but hey, we'll take what we can get. We also went ahead and put a stop to Rodolphe and his aimless aims for the throne. Ah, yes, that very articulate me, looking to be the next king. Wonderful. Anyways, for today, we are going to put the bonding a little bit on the sideline as we're finally going to begin a long stretch of episodes where we are just going to... Oops, did not mean to run into you there. We're going to be beginning a long stretch of episodes where we are basically going to be taking care of a lot of the combat-oriented stuff that we have been building up for a few episodes now. And starting that off, if I were to go to the Gauntlet Runner, we are going to be heading over to the Abandoned Path. Now, as we make our way there, we have a lot of stops that we have. If I were to open the map up, we'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Over by Altabury, in the southeast part of the map, we can see a lot of interesting things. We have Lovelace's Runner, we have the town of Malva, which has a quest for us, the Warmth in Winter. We obviously have a stop right here, and then we have the Abandoned Path, a forested path with a crimson leaf canopy. Feral roars occasionally cut through the beauty. Some say the spilled blood of travelers is what gives the leaves their red. This will be our goal for today, is reaching the Abandoned Path.
I think we have a favor to do.
We have a lot of things we have to do in order to get there, but I think it'll be just fine.
Well, let's roll then.
Aye, if fighting can help, you can count on me. Seems we can't touch down anywhere, so let's move on by land. By the way, I think we could have gotten more information about this place with the Altabury informant. But if you don't need it, then let's go. I think we're okay.
It's your call.
Teleporting to the nearest city, we'll still need to camp once. Could we get back by nightfall tomorrow? Just leave it to me! As long as you don't go dragging your feet, of course. Of course, that's always how it is. Let's do this. I'll be perfectly honest, the Abandoned Path isn't really that intimidating of an area. We won't need to worry too much about the whole, informant stuff. Don't worry about it too much. If you need it, then obviously go grab it, but we'll be okay. Of course, we want to start with going to the pantry. Wonder what we'll get today.
What's this?
We got mellow milk and fragrant spice. All right. And with that, let's go see if we can't make any interesting meals. I believe we've done everything with Yufa. No, I think Enchanted Pottage is also for her. We have 3 more cooking recipes that we need to make. Let's just go down the list, why don't we? We have the Enchanted Pottage, which needs 1 Altabury wheat flour, 2 monster bones, and 1 Lord of the Lake. As a reminder, the Lord of the Lake item is one of those fishing items that we need the tail bait for. So be sure that you have at least one of those. A way to ingest a plethora of nature's gifts into the body. Increases magic attack power 1 time for all allies. Essentially, this is the concentrate to the Amber Stew's charge. It gives you the concentrate buff for everyone in the party all at once. Another very valuable item. We can only make 1 of these, so we'll at least get 2 of them, thanks to Maria.
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her. Sounds good.
Actually...
Will, do you ever pray to God? What a way to start a conversation. We pray in hopes that our greatest needs might be answered. Cooking is not so different. If you wish for it to turn out delicious, the ingredients will surely respond. Though I suppose it's a little much to compare it to God.
May I?
I pray with all my heart that every meal will turn out tasty. It does nobody any good to dwell on how tiring it can be. Fair enough. Started preparing food with Yufa.
Let's not dally.
The herbs we're grinding now will be the foundation of the flavor. Make sure you encourage them. Okay, encourage the herbs. Lastly, we chant a little incantation to ensure tastiness. Focus on your feelings. Ready? Say it with me, Will. Levanga Toki Kushio. See? Our hopes and feelings are steeping in there now. Levanga... sorry, I already forgot it. Amazing! The stew we made, well, feels like a warm embrace. Well, at least my botched pronunciation didn't mess it up.
This is...
It's the Basari's tribe's secret, enchanted pottage. Do you smell that? It's all the heart we put into it. Hey, I can smell it. And of course, we cook time without passing. And while we are on our way to our location, I think it'd be best if we go ahead and just wrap up the book reading, as we are almost done with the achievement, which you need to read every book in order to get a certain achievement. So let's go ahead and finish up the literacy workbook. We should be able to wrap it up here. There's some letters facing the opposite direction, probably written by Fidelio. His handwriting is almost delicate compared to Basilio's heavy strokes. The last page has only a single word written in Basilio's handwriting. Live. Basilio's handwriting is big and bold, just like him. I thought about Basilio's life, and I feel like my imagination has improved.
All right.
With that, even more excess imagination, which is okay with me. And I believe the book is finished. Yep. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world is deepened.
All right.
If you somehow haven't maxed out your imagination, that should definitely do it by this point. And with this, you should be getting achievements. Ahoy, you lot awake back there! I spotted Lovelace's runner! That's convenient. It would appear the boy's itching for a fight. He's already climbed aboard! Just what I wanted. Let's do this. I don't hate this campaign, but this ain't about politics. It's about beating him down and tossing him off his craft. Well said, Basilio.
Well, look who we have here, eh? Got some brass showing your face here. Oh, I know what you're about. Two-faced phony prince. Milo told me everything. I know all about your sick games.
Sick games? What are you talking about?
So you all have pristine slates, eh? Conscience clean, eh? It's scumbags like you lot what forced the Parapus. That's why I wanted to become king in the first place. To stand up to the bastards who treated the weaker tribes like trash, and to settle the score with villains like you. Get ready to hurt! Clear off!
Meanwhile, we have a Parapus in our entourage who seems perfectly normal. Anyways, thank you, Nurse.
All right, let's show him what we can do.
I guess there's really not much we can do. If you have a thief, try to steal the Magla knives from Lovelace. They're pretty decent, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. Anyways, Lovelace the Hedonist is kind of a pushover. He's weak to both light and dark, which is not bad. I don't really have any immediate access to that, at least not with Yufa, which is okay. We can use summon Eagle Lion King to do some decent damage and lower his attack power. And Will be able to utilize this at least. Now, when it comes to Juna, I think what we're gonna need to do is probably do something like a Media 4 or something like that. That'll at least get us some good damage, even if it's not gonna be doing too much. With Basilio, what we're gonna do is we're going to do a charge. Actually, let's do a Wanton Destruction in the back row so we can apply a weakness. With Will, let's do Hero's Cry. Gives us more actions, at least one for every person. And then from here, what we'll do is we will do a... I think we should do a summon...
I pray you're ready.
Let's do a summon Lizard Man. We'll do... I mean, the physical damage doesn't matter all that much, but the extra defense down will be decent. From here, we can do... Ooh, we could do Precipice to the Abyss, but I think it'd be fine if we just do some regular actions. Let's do another Meteor 4 just for... the good old shits and giggles. Oh, I did a Gab out earlier. I need to do a Media 4. There we go. That's better damage. All right, now let's do a Wanton Destruction, one of my favorite moves in the whole game. Do some pretty good damage. And then with Will, why not? We'll use Royal Sword with Juna as our backup. And that kills him with a 3100 crit. Okay.
Calm yourself, man. I suspect you've been deceived. This Milo fellow, what exactly did he tell you?
Said there's some imposter prince been going round, getting his kicks by killing Parapus and you, Chief, and other tribes beneath him.
I stand with this boy, as does Basilio, and I can tell you we don't wander around murdering our own kin. Sounds like this Milo fellow's badly bamboozled you.
Hold on. You mean we've been dancing like puppets on his string? Bastard must have wanted us to take each other out. Spare him the trouble.
How dare he trick us? You've got to do something about him. Hey, Loveless? Any idea where Milo is?
Last summer around, Altabury. Damn it. Look, This one's on me. I'm sorry about all this. I've been a real idiot.
Oh, well, everything's worked out. All's well that ends well. However, it does mean that we're probably need to go find this Milo asshole and finally put him in his place. Oh, I'll get a good kick out of that.
I feel strong.
Hey, level 57. Let's go ahead and put another point into magic. And then for Juno, we get magic and luck, which is also pretty good. With us kicking Loveless's ass, 20 more people. We've raised 20 more in the ranks. Oh, bally good work out there, lad. No one's getting their hands on this ship on your watch, eh? Now, full speed ahead. No delays for us, not if I can help it. Yes, we are on a tight schedule, my friend.
The site of Malva forms on the horizon, a small settlement carved out of the mountainous terrain of southern Ontario, prospering modestly without reliance on trade, in part thanks to a thriving dairy farm. The Ishkia tribe secludes itself here, avoiding outside clamor, as though ushered in by the bleating of sheep grazing on a rock face. The Gauntlet Runner descends upon the quiet mountain village.
Giving it some thought?
There's something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? Yes. Welcome to Malva. Yeah, the red in the sky probably is not helping the view here, but we'll take what we can get. Blimey, look at all the holes in that mountain. You telling me they live in those things? It's actually supposed to be quite cozy, according to some Ishkia I knew who lived here. I can see the appeal in a life away from the cares of the world. It is quite pretty. We didn't pull you out of one hole so you could take refuge in another. The cares of the world happen to be our main concern at the moment.
Yep.
That's true. And look, there's a shop over there. Let's head over so we can get back to those cares.
That reminds me.
By the way, you were asked to buy some durable spider silk, weren't you? Let's see if they sell it. They hopefully should. Let's go ahead and sell some items real fast.
Now then.
There we go. We got the Buteris tooth, which is going to be a lot of money. First things first, let's see what the locals have to say. Let's talk about the village. Oh, I'm glad I'm not out here. I'm glad I'm not out there with all that's going on. Last thing I'd want to do is lose my life with some meaningless conflict over kings. No, thank you. Even after everything that's happened, you still don't care who's king. Nope, apparently not. But want to integrate ourselves with whoever comes out on top. And if anything does happen, you'll protect us, won't you?
Gosh.
My word, that's selfish. And if Luis becomes king, it will affect you. That's true. Anyways, let's do some small talking. Truth is, ever since the sky changed, the goats haven't been producing milk. I'm not sure how much longer we can last. They must be more sensitive to anxiety than you. It may be time for you to face your fears. It also means that this town is on a ticking time bomb if we can't fix this stuff out. We got basically a month to figure these things out. So here we have Divine Elixirs, which is a full HP restore, not bad. Balm of Life is a full HP revive. Blessed Waters, there are 20 Blessed Waters and 10 Grace Waters and 5 Heavenly Waters. I highly suggest buying all of these. Highly suggest buying all of them. At the very least, get the Grace and Heavenly Waters. There's also Hot Spring Report, Lifelong Pals, which is used while bathing to increase protagonist's max HP by 4. Not great. And the Altaberry Wheat Flour, which is, of course, a cooking ingredient. Let's go ahead and buy maybe 4 more of those. I doubt I'll need any more than that. And, of course, the Durable Spider Stick, which is only 500 reef. Perfect. Grab it. Okay. That about does it here for Malva.
Right.
Okay, we got what we came for. Are we all finished here? Yeah, let's continue our trip.
Hey.
Shall we continue our trip then? If so, it's back to the runner we go. Yes, let's do that.
The Gauntlet Runner's slowing pace signals their arrival at an encampment to those below deck. They are grateful for these moments of repose, quietly acknowledging their good fortune, a rare glimpse into a party at peace.
You know, it's really funny how many times they had to write Moore's dialogue for us getting into a camp. Speaking of, we've arrived at the mountain camp. Because I feel like there's only so many ways you can explain the party arriving at a nighttime camp. In general. And it's just like, they exhausted every single thing they could. Either way, even the nighttime camps are overcrowded and overshadowed by this red, bleak sky. It is everywhere we go. We cannot escape this view. And I can see why some people might say it is beautiful in its own way, but also very claustrophobic. Feels a lot. The sky feels a lot closer than it did whenever the sky was normal. But maybe that's just me. I mean, someone did mention that it felt like the sky was falling. You know, I was making fun of the bath bombs. However, we don't really have much to do. I guess you can go and do some cleaning, but why not? Let's go to the rear deck real fast. I said many times before that there's probably not a chance where I'm going to be able to do this. But why not? The bath cask. I heard from Nurse. Apparently, we can enter either as is. We can either enter as is. There we go. Or make it even better by putting something into the hot water first. If you put something in that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. A leisurely soak in here should relieve fatigue and anxiety in my mind and body. I might even get some mag as well. Sure, let's take a bath. Now, of course, we have all these bombs. If you're going to use any of these, you can check your bath salts, of course. Let's talk about the Rainbow Bath Blossom. If you use this, all of your base stats will be increased by 2, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and use that. If I use the Rainbow Bath Blossom, my base stats will probably be increased by 2. So let's go ahead. Oh, hang on. I'm still in the consideration menu. There we go. Rainbow Bath Blossom. It's basically 5 level ups, essentially. It's a bath with Rainbow Bath Blossom in it. A range of colors shimmers atop the water like a rainbow. My body may melt away in this astonishing comfort. As my fatigue and anxiety evaporates, I feel like I'm being lifted towards the heavens. And there we go. Strength, magic, endurance, agility, and luck, and max HP, and max MP were all increased by 2. Pretty good. Genuinely. Got out of the bath and went back after cooling off for a bit. Ah, come on. Well, I guess a random encounter just to test our new level up, essentially. Oh, all right, everyone up. Let's go. Hulkenberg's intuition was right. They're boarding us now. Get yourselves out onto deck. All right. Well, everyone, lock in.
Hitting us while we're asleep is
Oh, hey, it's more testicle snakes. Wonderful. All right. Come on, Nurse. Okay, pretty good damage. These guys are actually quite tanky. And we haven't seen these versions of these enemies in, I think, ever. So we got to be a little careful here. Well, maybe since they're woodland creatures, maybe they just all... Oh, no, hang on. We have seen these guys before then. They're weak to ice, huh? Well, that kind of sucks. Well, let's go ahead and pass our turn, and we'll just do Gablizzaton against them. That should actually probably... No, that didn't even kill him. Okay. I can do the Hadean Ice Crag, though, so let's do that instead. We're doing some pretty good damage. Ooh, that's also very bright. Yikes! Okay. And I have Battlecry Tackle. Hang on, are you weak to Strike? No, you're not, but you're also not resistant to it, so that's okay. And Battlecry Tackle can just ignore that. So let's just do that. And kill them all. And of course, we have an Elementa we have to deal with, which is a Dark Elementa, which you can assume is likely weak to Light. Now, obviously, for right now, we're gonna do Summon Lizard Man to lower its defense, because I don't have access to any real means of dealing good damage to them. We'll just do a Media 4. We will do a Hero's Cry to get some more actions. With Basilio, we might get an extra action, so we'll do Wanton Destruction. And then we will do another Lizard Man to lower the defense. With Juna, we'll do another Meteor 4, and that kills him. Okay, perfect. Alright. Stop interrupting me while I'm sleeping, damn it! We get a lot of mag, a lot of money, a lot of AEXP. We should get quite a few things here. Look at that, 16 Hero Sleep of Light. And Candion for Juna. Okay. Not bad. Thank you, nice work out there. I should keep the baddies at bay for now. And you kept the craft safe and sound, too. Now then, have a good night and sleep tight.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 24 days remain.
New day, which means new Prantry entry. Let's see what we got.
What's this?
We got Mellow Milk and Fragrant Spice. Okay. Today is Arbor's Day, so no weekly poop for me, but we can see what we can cook, at least. What can we make? We can make indestructible honey cake, and we can make the adamantine honey cake as well. Okay. Well, we'll just go down the list. Indestructible honey cake requires 2 white peach turnips, 2 Altaberry wheat flour, and 2 Luma beans. Remember, now that we are in the final arc of the game, you can go and buy Luma beans in Grand Trad. Now, a baked sweet so soft, not even a blade could cleave it. Erects a barrier that nullifies one slash, pierce, or strike attack. Pretty good. Essentially a Tetra card.
Let's see.
Believe it or not, this is Basilio's specialty. I'll go get him. Wait here. Basilio, my man! We're baking brothers. I actually really, really love baking. It's so much fun. I like cooking in general.
Got a sec.
Making sweets ain't like normal cooking, mate. Takes a deft touch, it does. Even an extra pinch of flour can turn the best dough into a bin fodder. Oh, trust me, I got stories to tell you, man. A dash too much sugar and you've gone from melty to mushy. I promise you, the end results are worth it, all this hassle, though. There's something kind of addicting about the process, too. Tell me about it! Oh, I love baking. Oi, make sure you sift that flour before folding it in, yeah? Started preparing the food with Basilio.
Right then.
Not bad, not bad. Now I've just gotta avoid letting it go all droopy and sad. I've made this more times than I can count, but even now I can make a disaster of it sometimes. Did you know weather can affect your cooking? Well, it can. Okay.
Okay.
I think we got some laughs if I drew a face in it. They won't mind, yeah? Ah, it'll be funny. These sweets, I can tell how delicious they are at a glance. Here's my indestructible honey cake. The best chefs in the capital couldn't do better. I'm pretty sure about that, actually. I almost 100% can agree with you there, Basilio. Of course, we cooked time without passing. And with that done and dusted, pretty much we can't really do all that much. However, Juna should be available, and Basilio as well. Okay, well, let's talk to Juna. Sorry, Yufa, we're gonna need to cut your conversation a little short. Hey, there's something I want to talk to you about. Well, more like, there's something I want you to see. What should I do? I half want to give up. Not that I ever would. I can lend you an ear. You're the only one I can turn to. This has to do with my tribe. But I guess more with my dignity. It's easier if I just show you. Are you free at the moment? Yeah, let's go. You are? Okay, well, can you leave the room for a second? You can come right back in a sec. Oh, right. I should mention, I'm going to ask the others to step out for a bit. I only want you to see. So, make sure you come in alone, okay? Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Will? You there? You're alone, right? Mind your step. Okay. Oh.
Wait.
Just close your eyes for a second. Okay, okay. You can open your eyes now. Oh. Well, you saw that, didn't you? I can explain, but not here. Let's speak in private. Well, that was mortifying. I thought I'd die of embarrassment.
Hold on.
Do you have a little sister I didn't know about? Oh yes, isn't she just the cutest little bean? No, silly, that was me. That's what I truly look like. The entire Nydia tribe disguises themselves.
The truth is...
Those things people say about us. Some of it's true. We really do conceal our true selves behind beautiful masks, so to speak. We look like small children to you, but we look that way our whole lives. The other tribes would never take our true selves seriously. That's Nydia's truth, and it's why we start transforming as soon as we're old enough. Our parents are the only ones who know what we really look like. It's limited, mind you. We can only glamour ourselves to appear as we would as adults, which is also why we can only lead normal lives.
In other words...
We don't even show our members of our own tribes our true selves. So far as you're concerned, you really must keep this a secret. Hey, sure. It's never felt right to me, disguising ourselves. Is being myself really so horrible? Is it so wrong? Maybe that's why my glamours fade when I get terribly upset by something. Like when I saw those Erica flowers.
You know...
Before I was taken in by Rella's family, I was a slave. It was hard. All my memories of it are vague. What I do remember was being tied up in the woods for days on end as some kind of punishment. I was starving in the cold, and I accepted I would die there. But to keep the faintest hope alive, I sang. I told myself, as long as I can sing, I can survive. I found the will to live in song. I remember fields of Erica flowers as far as the eye could see, beautiful and bitter, the hate of a waking nightmare. That's what the flower girl in Brylehaven was selling. Terrible memories I thought long buried came bubbling up, and I reverted. You remember? I thought Mitress must have seen me slip too, and that's why she knows how to threaten me with it. I think what I need to do is go pick some Erica flowers. Go back to where I was, tied up. And yet, even the thought freezes me in my tracks. That's why I wanted you to see my true self. I'd hate for you to find out later and send me running home in embarrassment. I couldn't bear that. So, your turn to talk. What did you think?
Got it.
I thought you were pretty cute.
Wait!
What? Stop that! I mean, I know I asked, but don't say that. God, I'm dying here.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, God, this is the worst.
But...
I do feel better now than I thought I would. It's okay for people to discover I have vulnerabilities, isn't it? I am who I am.
You're...
And I knew you'd accept me for that. So, thank you. I can sense Juna's determination to conquer her emotional scars and her strong faith in me. The ephemeral songstress Juna, keeper and inheritor of the masked dancer's virtues.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee.
New power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
Wait for me, Myrtis.
Don't worry, we'll make sure to get those Erica flowers. And with this, we obtained the Persona Master, which is our left wrist.
Then...
Let's head to the Erica Flower Forest next time. But if I end up reverting, don't abandon me, okay? I don't think I ever would, no. I saw Juna off, who seemed to be a little embarrassed still, and went back alone. Oh, we just ran headlong into an absolutely frightful monster just now. You best take care of it, and quick. Wonderful. Okay, well, we get another random encounter. It's more likely they just saw us and rammed us with malicious intent. If it's not intimidated by a runner, it's likely to put up a nasty fight. To the deck! Okay, well, I guess we're doing this now. It's just some birds. What's going on? Also, I guess while we're doing this, I want to go ahead and mention, now that we've seen Juna's real form kind of officially, I want to go ahead and mention that the Nydia is my guess for what the Elden priestess meant whenever she said that certain tribes were likely built around the idea of them being artificially made during the conflict in the old world. That is my guess, is that essentially because the Nydia are able to use magic to change their forms, it probably was something useful for that. I think that most of the tribes most likely just obtained their new traits naturally. Longer ears or horns for extra hearing or just being able to survive in a new environment. I feel like the Masari and the Nydia are, and maybe even the Ishkia, are most likely the tribes that were artificially adjusted for the new environment, for their conflicts. I don't have any real evidence for that, but the third eyes, the false wings, and the fact that the Nydia can transform with magics probably are the best indicators of this being real. Obviously, again, I have no real evidence for this, but that is my guess. While the Parapus, Ugif, well, maybe Ugif, Parapus, Bressant, and Clamar, I think almost certainly, along with the Rogue, are probably just natural situations, essentially. Now with Media 4, let's go ahead and just hit the enemy. We're pretty much just gonna do what we did last time. Honestly, do we even need the extra action? Probably not. I feel like Radiance will do a good amount of damage. Honestly, I kind of wish that was a bit stronger, but we should be okay as long as actually, we could do Guptaros King and just hope that this actually lands properly. Yeah, there we go. We're good. All right. Again, get another big bonus, another 12 Heroes Leaf of Lights. You get counter for the Paladin. Pretty good.
Located to the east of Montario is a forest path tinged with beautiful autumn leaves. Its name, however, is the Abandoned Path. The story goes that a nearby village was struck by famine, and in order to preserve its food stores, abandoned their elderly along this road. The forsaken elders became a food of sorts, for monsters and for the earth. The trees then turned to resplendent crimson. So the story goes. Amidst a view so stained with sin, yet pleasing to the eye, the Gauntlet Runner's engine ceases its mechanical worry.
I bet this place would be beautiful if the sky weren't this hellish color. And the monsters. I guess that's why we're here. Monsters that threaten our safety under ominous skies. Practically a metaphor for the country in its current state.
Well,
If we stop Luis, perhaps the blue skies will return, and we too can come back under less fraught pretense.
That's right.
How wonderful. I shall anticipate that moment. Yet to make that happen, we first must collect the bounty, yes? It'll emerge if we hunt a snake-like monster called the Rigopetia. Apparently, that'll alert the bounty that something is off in the
We
forest.
should go.
Let's get going then. Will, lead the way. I will lead the way. Thank you very much. But first things first, I want to go ahead and unlock the Persona Master. Hey, Katharina, what's going on? I heard you lot were coming, I rushed here right away. Just couldn't keep still. This place is like my back garden, you know? Don't be too afraid to rely on me, okay? Well, bam! Oh, don't worry. Welcome to the Abandoned Path. Katharina will join us if we are in any dungeon near Altabury, so keep that in mind. There's a big reason why I wanted to hold off on doing any of these areas around Altabury, because I wanted to have Katharina with us. So, yippee! Okay, let's unlock the Persona Master real fast. We need to level up the Faker on Juna. And because I wanted to be able to use the Persona Master at least a little bit. So let's go ahead and just get this to level 10, I believe is what I need. Which, thanks to the two Elementals we saw, we have plenty of Heroes Leaf of Lights in order to make that work. Also, off-screen, I went ahead and unlocked the Tycoon for Basilio. That way we can make use of that if we need to later. Now, with level 10 Faker, we should be able to unlock Persona Master. In addition to its masks, it can give enemies weak points and command fire magic. Its main skills are just ways of inflicting weaknesses, along with Ruin's Flamethrower, which is just heavy fire magic damage to all enemies and removes buff effects from them. We also have other accesses to ways of creating weaknesses, but the masks are still kind of the main focus. Let's go ahead and get Persona Master unlocked. Okay, so the main things that I'm gonna want to inherit, I'm gonna inherit Blizzaton, which is gonna be pretty decent. I'm gonna put on Cyclo, and then I think what I'm gonna do is just do Magic Circle, just to get some extra magic. Blizzaton's still gonna be decent. I just want to have Persona Master because there's not really gonna be a better situation in order to use this archetype since we're pretty much almost done utilizing the Mass Dancer stuff, so I just wanted her to get a chance to do this. In the meantime, we're also gonna have her equip the Fortune's Grasp. That way we don't have to worry about that too much. Everyone who's not going to be in the party, which is going to be a lot of people, we're going to put the archetypal rings on them. That way we can get more Heroes Leaf of Lights. Okay, everyone else is going to stay essentially the exact same, and we're just going to hop in here.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready? Let's do this. Now, I'll make a mention that pretty much all of these dungeons that we've obtained, Mount Volcano, the Abandoned Path, and the Manor of the Ascendant, are all intended for you to do before you go and take on the... Oh, there we go. Take care of you. Are intended for you to take on before you deal with the Skybound Avatar. So I highly recommend you do these in this order regardless. Also, besides the prince having the weapon of the Seeker, their attack animations in the overworld are a little different. We just, let's not get hit by this stupid enemy. There we go. Okay, so the way that the princes work is that it's a thrust into a horizontal slash into a vertical slash into double hit. They have a 4-hit combo, essentially. Well, I guess 5-hit combo, but it's 4 button presses. It's a little different, but it's still pretty much the same as the Seekers. You just have to worry about the thrust instead of it being a wide hit. Okay, we definitely want to deal with this light elemental. There we go.
Nice moves, Captain.
I'm sorry, it's not the light element, it's the dark elemental. There's Katharina, there we go! Look at that damage that she does for us! She just comes in at the very beginning of a fight and will just do flat damage to an enemy. It's super, super, super good. We can just do a Summon Eagle Lion King here and probably kill it in 2 actions. Now, something I want to do, just for the funsies, is I definitely want to try and use some of these actions. Let's use Masquerade Charge, just because I think it'll be really cool. This will give this will basically give an AoE charge to everyone in the party.
It's up to you now.
Let's keep cool.
I owe you one.
I love that synthesis skill animation so much because it references Persona 3, 4, and 5 all at once. I love it. The icon for Persona Master has Joker's mask on it, and during that animation for Masquerade Charge, you can see that the archetype puts on glasses, which is referencing Persona 4, along with the tarot card falling down and them grasping it in their arms. They also then utilize an evoker gun to put it to their heads before turning the gun on the tarot card, which is a double reference to both Persona 3's evokers and the fact that Naoto and Persona... Which is both a reference to Persona 3's evokers, and there's a character in Persona 4 who shoots their tarot card in order to summon their personas. It's pretty funny. I like the Persona Masters animations a lot because it is pretty much just a shameless reference to a bunch of Persona games at once, and it gave a big Persona fan like me a big giggle whenever I first saw it. So I just really, really wanted to show those animations off. And, I mean, also the Persona Masters, just fine as an archetype. But, yeah, I just really, really want to show these things off. Alright. Let's go ahead and kill some of these bees. There's our testicle snakes that we need to take care of. They're pretty strong, so we are going to have to deal with them normally. Alright. Thankfully, we have plenty of ways of dealing with this. Alright, Katharina is going for Vesp. Okay. Well, we can do a little bit of manipulation for her to hit the Rigopetia, which we just did. So we'll just go with that. I do not want the block, though. We'll pass turn. And what we'll do is we'll do another... Actually, we'll hold off on Masquerade Charge. What we'll do instead is we'll just do a Blizzaton, since we have it in our entourage. There we go. There's a Blizzaton. And from here, we could do Wild Boar, but I think what I'll do is I'll just pass again. And we'll just pass over to Yufa and do Summon Eagle Lion King. That should kill them. Yeah, there we go. No problem whatsoever. And we got a Thundercaller's Needle. There's a throwable item. Get more Hero's Leaf of Lights. And Agility Luck up for Heisme. Not bad.
Right then.
Okay. Walk over here, grab this item. Talisman of the Raptor. We will need to go back into Academia at some point real soon and see what masks and talismans we can make here fairly soon. Now, I want to sneak past this guy real fast, grab his item. We got a Priestess White Mask again. Game reminding me that I definitely need to do that. Oh, come on, I was in the middle of an animation. Well, that definitely sucks, but hey, block. Okay, but Debilitate is a little annoying. But this isn't too bad. Yeah, them hitting Basilio is a little annoying, but that's okay. If you get into a disadvantage, Katharina will not come and bail you out, which is a little annoying. I think what we're gonna do here, actually, is we are going to do an escape action. I will heal my party real fast, and we will just get the advantage on this guy real fast. I did get hit right there, which is a little annoying. But we should be okay. There we go. And Will's HP is not going to be that big of a deal. Again, going for not the right enemy, but that's okay. What we can do is... God, they repel physical. But then again, we have ways of removing resistances. I think what we'll do here is... we will just do... I think what we'll do is we will inflict all enemies with a one-time weakness to fire. And then we'll hit them with a Dragon God. Obviously, we'll just do a little excellent dance, get everyone a weakness to fire. Then with Yuffie, we will do Summon Dragon God with Will, and just hit everything with fire. That'll kill all of the ads, so it'll just leave the Snick left. We should be able to run up and do maybe Royal Sword and just clear these guys out, no problem. Actually, I mean, honestly, Royal Slash might be able to finish this off. Come on. Only 965 damage. Not great. That's okay, though. What we can do is we'll do... I think we'll probably just do a maybe a Frenzy. Then we'll get a max hit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's, what, 2 of them down? Not bad. Get us 5 Heroes Eve of Lights. Heal ourselves up. Yeah, okay, we have 2 more we need to take down, and they're just over here, which is not bad.
Right there.
We should be pretty high enough level. We should be almost high enough level to be able to kill these guys in the overworld, but maybe I'm wrong? Hey, there's our gold beetle. This is just at the far north end of the map. Pretty easy to find. Kill you, kill you. Actually, you'll just kill each other. Ow, damn it.
I'm right here.
Come on. Come on, work with me here, damn you. Work with me. All right, there we go. Yeah, what level are these things? They're level 59. Okay, I'm nowhere near ready to kill them in the overworld then. I have to be level 62 in order to do that, and I am not level 62. Katharina, hit the actual snake, please? No, god damn it. All right, well, hang on 1 second. Well, she doesn't want to work with me, but that's okay. What we can do is we can do a Masquerade Charge again. We do a Masquerade Charge. We can then go to... Well, hang on. Actually, Summon Undead King might not be bad. No, I don't really want to worry about this. I could just do Summon Lava Beast instead. Maybe it'll kill them. Yeah, there we go. That was easy. Now, the downside is that Royal Sword won't be able to do anything super crazy for me. But I can at least try. Let's put with Juna. And do 3,500 damage. Now, with the charge, it's still... So, despite the fact that Royal Sword and Royal Slash are taking my magic stat into account, because that's my highest of between strength and magic, things like charge still affect the ability because it is... The game's description for it still recognizes it as a strength-based move, despite the damage calculations taking it from magic. Which means I do a lot of damage, essentially. It's pretty good. Masquerade Charge is pretty good. Anyways, here's the boss. That looks like the enemy. He's finally come out. You can't hide from us, and we're gonna take you down. Well, sure looks like the type that won't give up without a hassle. Guess I've got to get my hands dirty on this one.
Now then.
Its visage betrays a great strength within. Come now, everyone. Let's give this fight our full attention. Here it comes! Brace yourselves! Let's do this! Now, this enemy is a little interesting. However, we have Katharina on our side, who is going to literally do half the enemy's HP for us right there. Now, the Ordemos is weak to dark. That is its main thing, and it's resistant to all physical attack forms, and it repels electric. Dark attack is not going to be too bad. We have access to those. However, we can also just do Masquerade Charge, make a weakness for this guy, and we should be pretty good. If we do Masquerade Charge, what can happen is we do this. With Yuffie, we can do Summon Undead King to give us an extra action. That's a cool-ass animation. 567 damage. With Will, what we do is we do Hero's Cry. Give us even more actions. The Prince is definitely a balanced skill. Wanton Destruction with Basilio, which will give us a strike weakness. We can then do Masquerade Charge again, if we really want to. We can do Masquerade Charge again, if we genuinely want to, which honestly, why not? Why not? Will does not need his SP all that much. With Yufa, we can do Summon Undead King again. Another long animation, but it's badass. Look at that. So cool. 614 damage is not bad. And with Will, we can do Royal Sword. Now, obviously, this is very much overkill. We have Basilio in the backgrounds, and if this somehow misses, we have Basilio. But this should easily kill this guy. Watch this. Yeah, 3,200 damage. 3,200 damage. Not bad whatsoever. Alright, and then we got the Flame Kiss Axe for the Berserker and Talisman of the Foul. And with this, look at this. 8 Heroes Leaf of Lights, lots of level ups, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. Strength and Luck for Stroll, Strength and Luck for Hulkenberg, Magic and Agility for Juna, Magic and Agility for Yufa, and Endurance and Luck for Basilio. And there's our Bloodstained Talon. It's down, and somehow we're all still standing. I'm just thankful we finished it off before we could attack anything nearby.
You're right.
I bet it's proper scary, knowing something like this was so close by. There's no doubt that other monsters like this are all over the land by now. Well, I can't see the whole lot of them on our own.
The reason is...
So our only recourse is to stop Luis. If the situation is allowed to continue, we shall be left with a world where none are willing to aid each other.
Let's give it our all.
We must stop him.
Yes.
Indeed, we're the only ones that can see to it. It is a weighty responsibility, yet one we must nonetheless bear. First, we need to be sure we're ready for the fight. Let's go back to town and collect our reward.
What do you want to do?
Well then, should we head back to the entrance? No, let's explore a little bit more, and then we'll be done for the day. Because I think I'm still missing half the map. Which I assume I am? Is that a yes? Yeah, pretty much. All right. Also, I'll go ahead and iterate I'll go ahead and mention this right now. This is not a great place to farm Reeve if you were looking to do that. Ooh, Howlite Monocle. Go ahead and check that out real fast before I continue my points. This is greatly increases evasion against light. Not bad. Either way, as I was saying, this is not a great place to farm Reeve if you were looking to do that. A lot of the enemies teleport around, which is very frustrating. And they're also very spread out, which is also frustrating. Besides, there is a dungeon coming up.
Right there.
Not immediately, but there's one coming up that I consider to be the second best dungeon in the game to farm money for. Funnily enough, the final dungeon in this game is actually going to be the best place for you to farm any resources, which is a little backwards. But it is true. If you actually are interested in farming resources, I will just tell you right now, whatever our final dungeon is, that is your best area to farm resources. Also, Will has like no MP, which means I need to chug some drugs real fast. I actually want to try and kill this guy. That should be enough.
Okay.
I made sure I hit the advantage and not the random butterfly that's coming at me. Katharina, it'd be nice if you could hit the actual testicle snake, but I mean, this is not the end of the world. Freeze them, which gives us at least some extra damage. Actually, you know what? I'll just give them all a weakness and beat the crap out of them normally. Oh, hey, she actually wanted to hit this one for once. What we'll do is we'll just give them a fire weakness, and then we just blast them all with the Dragon God. At least we got an extra Mago Pill. That covers for one of them that I used. Grab 2 of these items. Take care of you. But yeah, essentially, this is not a great place to grind money. We got a Magus Earring, which I believe, if I am not mistaken, is, yeah, Magic plus 9. Very, very good item, especially since we're going to be looking at trying to boost our stats as much as possible. If you really, really need a massive boost in Magic, you got it right there. Like, I mean, Will is at 74 Magic, but you can definitely push him a little bit further than that with that Magus Earring. I won't be doing that because the Utilitarian's Manual genuinely changes how you play this game a lot. And so I'm going to keep that on him for a little bit. Hey, there's our talkative tooth. Hey, kiddo, have you been collecting experimental materials? Ah, it's the talking tooth again. Any more good advice, Toothy? Kill monsters to get heaps of experimental materials. Then use those materials to make masks and vessels. Yeah, I need to check that out again. If you want to know what'll drop, ask a fairy friend. Wait, me? Is it suggesting I can figure out when I analyze monsters? If not, here's a crunchy tip. Why defeat monsters for them when you can just steal them? Why masks and talismans are for super special experiments. Be the mad scientist you always wanted to be. Go nuts, champ! Thanks, Talking Tooth Man. Thank you very much. Okay, and with that, we've seen everything the dungeon has to offer, and it'll be time for us to head out. Because again, I'm not farming money here. Besides, we got some money coming in from the bounty anyways. We'll be rolling in it very soon. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
I believe.
We've yet to report in about the bounty in the woods, correct? It would be a shame to do all that work and not just collect our rewards. We'll get there. I appreciate the extra funds, but when I think about how many hulking monsters are still out there, I can't say that I'm thrilled, including one that's sitting right next to me, and Hulk is even in her name. We'll just have to take it one hulking monster at a time then, love. Helping people with them should be a priority.
Let's go give them the news.
Well, let's go get our report to the bounty soon.
Hold on.
What should we talk about? That's true, we have fought other candidates.
At the gauntlet.
Even though victory was ours, that fight has left me with a bitter taste in my mouth. Being Powderpuss, same as him, I can see what he's about. And that rage towards the other tribes. I'd be lying if I said I don't want to dole it out without taking any responsibility sometimes. However twisted his ways may have been, I do not believe a person such as Lovelace would have announced his candidacy if he didn't truly believe he was benefiting the people.
Damn it.
That means the one who took advantage of that sentiment was Milo. Bastard. I won't hold back with him next time.
Hold on.
What should we talk about? Well, let's just get some rest.
Deadline is.
In the 23 days we've got left, we need to bring the kingdom back to our side. We won't very well be taking down Luis's stronghold if we can't regain their support.
And so,
If we're to challenge Luis, we have to hone our magic and abilities as much as we can manage. Perhaps we should make use of the Colosseum to stretch the limits of our powers there. Heismay, stop reading the script.
No.
I'm gonna get to it, trust me. Well, suppose we ought to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest for today. Good job.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 23 days remain.
Well, with all that done and dusted, let's go ahead and take care of this bounty real fast, and then we will wrap up for today. We have other quests we need to turn in, but we will hold off on those for a little bit longer, probably next episode. Let's take care of this bounty, shall we? That's the Bloodstained Talon. So you've slain Dordemos. Well done. Here's your reward. Thank you kindly. Give me that extra money. Money. Yes. Whew. I can add an extra third to my coffers. That's all going to be wasted away come Exile's Day, probably. And we're moved up 40 parts in the ranks. Okay.
That sounds right.
I heard about that. I'm glad it's an income source for us, but it's worrisome all the same. Well, you can keep counting on us. We're all about making money and helping people, right, Will? If it helps people, I'll do that. I want that money. Oh, we'll talk about helping people. But I also do really want that money. Either way, next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we are going to be turning our gaze towards Mount Volcano and seeing if we can't complete our missions there. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.